I think leadership development is so critical at an education company in particular, because philosophically we are all about learning, and what better way of sort of showing that and showcasing that than by having a great leadership development program where our people can develop and learn themselves, because that's what we want to see reflected throughout the organization. From a very practical standpoint, we know that as GEMS grows, we need great leadership. No school will ever be as good or better than its teachers and its leadership. So the more we invest in the teachers and the leadership and their development, the better we're going to be as a company. And we're going to need more leaders, not less. So by developing our own people, going from teachers to middle leaders to senior leaders, it just makes so much logical sense. One thing I really like about the TELLAL program is that it's quite flexible and it meets the needs of the learners. It's not a one-size-fits-all. So we have different levels of coursework, for instance. There will be individual sort of assignments, if you like, and the learners have an opportunity to shape those based upon their setting. And because it's a network and we bring together people from across different types of schools for conversations, people can learn things in our setting that they couldn't learn in other school organizations because we have such diversity. What brings that together, what the glue is, it's TELLAL. And TELLAL does such an amazing job as building a network and building capacity within our schools. I'm 100% convinced that our children get a better education because of the work of TELLAL.
I'm much more self-reflective, I think, than I was before. So in reflecting on my own leadership, I think it's given me more confidence. It's made me understand, especially the financial aspects of running schools, the business side of it much more. And it's given me confidence in the ideas I think that I already had about leadership in terms of creating my own vision, understanding what my ethos is. Because even though I knew that they were there, I've really had to define them on this course. And as I've done that, I've actually taken that back to school and asked other people to do it. And I've kind of brought it up in conversations and much more aware of who I am and what I want to achieve and how that fits in with the school. So I think it's that ability to kind of have that confidence about who you are as a leader and what you're really trying to do, and knowing that you do have the skills and you do have the right kind of ambition for what you're trying to do.
It's wonderful that they cover so many diverse topics that are very applicable to not just where I want to be as a leader, but where I am currently in the UAE. It's fantastic.
I've really valued the opportunity to be on the senior leadership course. I see it as a privilege on a personal and professional basis to learn with colleagues. I think collaborative learning is something that is, when given the time, is one of the most powerful things, and the TELLAL leadership course has given me the opportunity to receive that time and the attention which I need to employ on a daily basis in my professional practice.
I think it's been great to hear from all the different people who have facilitated the sessions, because the people who you've had facilitate have worked in a variety of different international contexts. So it's great to hear anecdotes and stories and not just think about your own school in Dubai the whole time, and really be able to reflect on how it's different in other countries, and taking those skills that we have in that kind of multicultural environment of different curriculum schools. You know, I work in a British school, but on the course there's people from Indian curriculums, American curriculums, and finding out that actually schools aren't really that different after all. We're all doing the same thing, we're all using the same skills. And I think knowing that, if I was to go and work in another school in an international setting, I'm not just thinking, oh, I can do this and it works in a British school. I know that it can work in all different types of schools.
I think what TELLAL does particularly well is that because we are based upon such diversity, it really captures, there was a great quote from years ago, Jack Welch used to talk about when he led GE, that it captures the intelligence. TELLAL not only captures the intelligence that we have within the group, sort of that raw brain power, but it captures that experience, it captures that knowledge. And a lot of this is contextual. So if you're dealing with one type of curriculum or one area of the world, we probably have experience in that. And TELLAL has been great at capturing all of that and bringing it in sort of a package that works for individual learners.